Good morning, students. Today we will study about the topic cell. Okay. So what is cell? You must have read about cell many a times. Cell is basically a smallest biological unit which is found in all living organisms found on this earth. Okay. It is basically a complete expression of fundamental structure and function of an organism. Okay. The most important property of the cell is it can reproduce by itself. Okay. Every living organism found on this earth is made up of cell, but except viruses. Viruses are acellular organisms. They are not made up of cell because the basic functions of the cell, like it can reproduce itself, it can grow itself, that property a virus cell don't have. Okay. So basically we can say the cell is a structural, functional and biological unit of life. Okay. Now the organisms which are found, they may contain one or many cells. For example, you can see over here in the diagram, some organisms only have one cell in their body structure. So they are called as unicellular organisms. For example, Euglena, Paramecium, yeast, and besides it Mycoplasma, bacteria, amoeba, they all are unicellular organisms because their body is made up of only one cell. Besides this, there are many organisms which are made up of more than one cell, like plants, animal, fungus and etc., etc., which are made up of more than one cells. Okay. Now this cell, we can see huge example of cells. All the trees found in the forest, all the grasses found in the pond, they all are made up of cells. Now if we talk about the size of the cell, then it can have a small size like 0.1 micrometer, for example in mycoplasma, or it may be of largest size like ostrich egg, which have size 18 centimeter. So the size of cell also varies. It can be as small as 0.1 micrometer, it can be as big as 18 centimeter. Now if we talk about the shape of the cell, then they are of various shapes. According to their function, they change their shape. For example, human RBCs, they are circular biconcave in shape. Why? Because it helps them to passage through human capillaries, so that they can pass easily through the capillaries, blood capillaries. So their shape is circular biconcave. Okay. If we talk about nerve cells, then you can see here in the diagram they are branched. Okay, because they conduct impulses from one point to another. It is very well known to us. Then if we talk about WBCs, they are the fighter cells of our body. Their shape is keeps on changing. Why? Because they engulf the microorganisms that enter our body. Okay. Now if we talk about the cell theory, then we can see in cell theory, what is cell theory basically? You must have read about cell theory also. In cell theory is basically investigations which is carried out by many scientists together. Okay. You can see over here, cell theory is basically investigations made by many scientists like Theodore Sivan, Sheldon, Rodolphe Virchow. What they all had concluded that all living organisms are made up of one or more cells. Okay. And all living organisms which contain cells, so all living cells, they always arise from the pre-existing cells by cells division. Okay. And they concluded that cell is the basic unit of structure and function in all living organisms. Okay. We can see their discovery by this theory timeline, cell theory timeline. You can see at different time, different scientists have concluded their concept. For example, in 1590, H.Z. Johnson has produced first compound microscope to see the cell. Then 1665, Robert Hooke, he was the first to call spaces in Koch cells like these. there many scientists came and expressed their theories about the cell. Now components of a cell. What does a cell include in it? So cell have basic three components like nucleus, cytoplasm and plasma membrane. Nucleus, in Hindi we call it kendrak. Nucleus is the master of the cell. Like we have parents in our house, which are called masters of our house, who tell us what to do, what to not to do. So like that, nucleus tell the cell what to do and what not to do. Like which enzymes has to be prepared, which proteins are to be synthesized, which has to be passed from one cell to another. That all work is done by the nucleus. Plasma membrane is the covering of the cell, which helps selectively things to come inside the cell and go outside the cell. Okay, and cytoplasm is the liquid component of the cell, which contains all the cell organelles and enzymes of the cell. Now what other components do cell have besides these plasma membrane, nucleus and cytoplasm? So you can see over here in the diagram, it have proteins, many small molecules, RNA, phospholipids, DNA, polysaccharides, etc. Okay. Now different categories of the cells. See, when we talk about cells in broad term, then we divide the cells in two basic categories. One is prokaryotic and other one is eukaryotic. Okay. What does prokaryotic means and what does eukaryotic mean? You can see a term karyotic is coming common in both the terms prokaryotic and eukaryotic. See, what is the meaning of karyotic? Karyot means nucleus. So the basic difference between this prokaryote and eukaryote is on the basis of their nucleus. In prokaryotic, the nucleus is primitive. Pro means primitive, means less developed. Whereas in eukaryotic, the nucleus is developed, or we can say well developed nucleus is there. So it is called as eukaryotic because eu basically means modern. Okay. The examples of prokaryotic includes bacteria, archaebacteria, whereas example of eukaryotic includes plants, animals, fungus, protista. Okay. Now, what is the difference, diagrammatic difference between prokaryote and eukaryotic cell? You can see over here. As we have talked, nucleus is basic master of the cell. So when master is less developed, it is not well developed, then how can other cell organelles can be formed there? So you can see in the diagram, in the prokaryotic cell, there is no development of membrane bound cell organelles here. Okay, membrane bound cell organelles are not there, whereas in eukaryotes membrane bound cell organelles are there. For example, Golgi bodies, lysosomes, mitochondria, chloroplast, all membrane bound cell organelles are there. For example, in protista, fungi, animals and plants, these type of cells can be seen. Whereas in bacteria, they have a simple nucleus to which we called as nucleoid. Okay. This is the table which can help you to study difference between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. Their name that I have already discussed. Pro means before and karyon means nucleus, means the nucleus which is not well developed. Okay, whereas eu means after and karyon means nucleus which is more developed. Likewise, their size, their number, prokaryotics are generally unicellular, whereas eukaryotic are multicellular. The organelles present or absent, their reproductive strategy, their oxygen requirement, everything is explained in this table. Okay. So this was all about the cell and the basic theories about the cell and basic types of the cell. So if you have understand this, then you can see my later videos for more information regarding cell. Okay. If you like my video, please like it, share it and subscribe it. Thank you.